So it's actually Sunday. We skipped today. Unfortunately, I woke up yesterday and I was still exhausted. I had a really vivid dream/nightmare. And I call it a dream/nightmare because it was basically that same dream where I'd got accepted to do something away from home. Last time I had a similar dream, it was for college. I got accepted into a college that was halfway across the country and I was going to have to move and leave Jason and the baby behind in order to go to this college. And then last night, the dream was that I got accepted or invited. I can't remember if it was accepted or invited, but I got accepted or invited to go and do a program or a course or something over in Japan, which has been a dream of mine for a very long time, as many know from me learning Japanese, which I have had to put on hold temporarily for now, just because I've got so many other things going on and baby is taking priority and my exercise is taking priority. Learning a foreign language is just not in that list of priorities right now. So at the moment I'm just learning my sign language, which I think I've spoke about before. Anyway, I'm going off topic. I got accepted in this dream to go to a course in Japan or a study program in Japan or a job in Japan, something over in Japan. I was still pregnant in the dream. I hadn't yet had baby. I had those same fears and worries about leaving Jason behind or not being able to take the baby with me or having to separate Jason from his kid or trying to find ways to take Jason with me and then him saying he can't come with me because of his work, he doesn't want to leave his family. Again, this was all in dream. And I just remember feeling in such a state of dilemma and worry and panic because I didn't know what to do. I wanted to take on this dream, this ambition that I've had and wanted for years of my life, or I would have to give up that dream and give up that destiny in order to stay home and be with my family. And it was a really weird scenario because I have a feeling it was my subconscious talking to me, which they say happens in dreams anyway. But I do have a feeling it was my subconscious talking to me, and that whole thing of you losing your life when you become a mother and losing your dreams and losing your passions because those passions and dreams become that of your child or what you want your child to become or what you want to see your child achieve, things like this. And don't get me wrong, I don't have any of those expectations for Minion yet. Hopefully I'll never develop those sort of pushy expectations. But I get it. I get the fear, I get the overwhelm, losing your sense of self and losing your sense of identity and losing, or the thought of losing your hopes and dreams, because I've experienced it twice now in my dreams, where one of my lifelong dreams or lifelong goals have come true and then I'm forced to decide between my family, Jason and Minion, or going and doing this thing for myself. And in the dream, Jason's always been so supportive, but I've always been so torn. And it literally, I was just crying. I was just in tears because I didn't want it to be real. And thankfully it wasn't. It was a dream. Thankfully it wasn't real, but it was still difficult. When I woke up, I was emotionally drained from that dream. I was really emotionally drained from that dream. And I was still tired from this week. This week, I don't know whether or not it's been the heat. I don't know whether or not it's just been because it has been a pretty busy week. Not intentionally, it just happens to have been a busy week. It was meant to be a quiet week and it's ended up being a busy week. So Jason said to me, just take it as a rest day. Stop worrying about it, stop panicking. I know you want to do your exercises, I know you want to get some cleaning done, but have a rest day. You need the refreshment, you need the relaxation, you need the recharge. So just take it as a rest day. So I did. I spent most of the morning playing Baldur's Gate 3. I spent most of the afternoon playing Tales of Seikyu, which is a really good game. It's still early access, so I'd say wait until the full game comes out, but that is a really good game. If you like your farming sims, if you like your farming sims and stuff like that, it's a really, really good game. And then I spent most of the evening video editing, and I managed to get a video finished, which I'm very proud of. We went to bed early last night and we were hoping to watch How to Train Your Dragon, because it's been on Netflix for ages. And then the one time we've actually gone to go watch it, it's no longer on Netflix, it's gone to Amazon Prime. And Amazon Prime want you to pay. Like, even though you already pay for Amazon Prime want you to pay to watch How to Train Your Dragon. A movie that's, must be what, 15 years old now, if not more? Yeah, 15 years old, because it came out in 2010. And on top of that, I could watch it for free on Netflix for the last like 5 years. I'm not paying for that. I've also got it on DVD somewhere, so it's like I'm not paying extra to watch a goddamn film. And Jason was like, oh, we're gonna have to pay for it if we want to watch it, da da da. And he was about to pay for it. I'm like, no, you're not paying for that goddamn film. We've been able to watch it for free for over 5 years. We've got it somewhere on DVD. I am not paying to watch it on Amazon Prime that we already pay for. Just no, that's not how it works. Amazon are freaking rip-offs when it comes to that. So we ended up watching Elio, which is a new Pixar film, and it did get highly advertised, and we just saw it and thought, you know what, we've actually not watched it yet, and this has had some good reviews, so yeah, let's give it a go. And you know what, it was a really, really sweet film. Anyway, I'm ranting. But that is basically what happened yesterday. And because we got an early night, I actually woke up on time today. I say on time. I still woke up at like 8 o'clock, but I woke up on time. Or on time for me, anyway. I've already stripped the bed, ready for washing. And now I need to get breakfast because the acid reflux and heartburn is really bad right now. Oh, pardon me, for example. It's bubbling like crazy. So I'm going to go get something to eat, first and foremost. Oh, pardon me, before my body has an adverse reaction. I'm going to wake up my parrots, make sure they're up and have their breakfast, and then I'm going to do a bit more cleaning while I am in the right state of mind for it, because I still need to clean the bird stuff. The bird stuff is so disgusting right now because I've not been home to clean it for like 3 or 4 days, because I have to clean it while they're awake. And I've not been getting home until it's their bedtime. So I've got to clean all the bird stuff, make sure that's nice and tidy and clean, and then I have to clean the floors because the floors are horribly dirty right now. And then once the floor and the bird stuff is done, I can take a break and do my exercises. And I actually have energy. I've got energy today, so I can actually do my exercises. I'm so excited. So yeah, that is what we've got to look forward to today. Let's get this little bit of cleaning done, and then let's get our exercises done. Now, in all honesty, Huel says that it actually takes 5 minutes for their hot meals to actually soak in. It doesn't, it takes at least 15. Like, they really need time for the pasta to soak in, otherwise the pasta ends up staying really hard and cardboardy. So while that is actually soaking, I'm going to actually just get a bit of cleaning done, put some dishes away, get the birds sorted and up for breakfast, and do a bit of tidying and cleaning. it's just turned 10 o'clock and I have just finished eating. Yes, it takes me that long to actually eat food. It's took me from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock to actually finish my meal because I've got so little room in my stomach right now. I do have to have a few bites, wait for that to digest slightly, have a few more bites, wait for that to digest slightly. So I can actually finish just a 400 calorie meal. Like, that's how much the Q meals are. They're only like 400 calories, I think, because of the chia seeds and seaweed and cheese that I add to it. It does take it up to like 600 or something like that. But that's still a standard size meal. That's still a standard size meal and I really struggle to finish it in a short space of time. But it is now 10 o'clock. I need to go get my parrots out of their cages. I need to clean my parrots' cages, or at least the bases. And then I need to brush the floors, and after I finish brushing the floors, I can actually get some training done. Cleaning the parrots' cages and cleaning the floors is also going to give time for my food to settle completely for me to then do my exercise. So I've got half of the dishes done, but I've run out of space on my drying rack, and I'm one of those, I like to let my dishes air dry. So we are going back out to the garden to finish the bird stuff. Oh, because the bird stuff still needs doing. Of course, needs finishing, because with the bird stuff, you have to let it soak sometimes. For anyone who owns parrots might already know this, but for those that might not, bird poo is very vegetated because they have a very vegetarian diet. So because of that, if you soak their poo or soak dried bird poo, that will actually make it a lot softer and a lot easier to clean. It's now 11 o'clock, so that took me a good hour and did leave me a bit breathless. So I am going to have just a few minutes just to breathe and calm down from the exertion, which it wasn't extremely exerting, but it was enough just to leave me a bit winded, if that makes sense. I'm gonna have a minute, probably watch a YouTube video and do some crochet, and then after that we are doing our exercises because I still have enough energy to do my exercises. I still have the motivation to do the exercises, and I'm hoping a YouTube video or two with some calisthenics training is going to motivate me even more to do my exercises. I'm going to leave my parrots in their bird room for now until after I've done my exercises, and then I'm going to get them out after their stuff has dried. I still need to do the floor in the parrot room, but that can wait till later today because my main focus now, my main priority now is getting my exercises done for the day. In there. So there we go, short, quick, brief. Exercise is done, just so I've done something today. I'm not going to do too much today though because of where baby's sitting at the moment. They're sitting like quite low down on my pelvis and they're actually triggering some of the nerves in that area, so the squats and the side lunges especially were very difficult. I could not get low at all because of the way baby was sitting. When I went a certain way or bent down to a certain height, it was like shockwaves going through my pelvis. So at least I've done something today, which is better than nothing. It's still consistent. I'm going to try again maybe tomorrow, I don't know. And this is the only goal right now. The only goal right now, I'm not pushing myself, I'm not doing too much. It's just little tiny bits here and there just to get that consistency in place. That's the only thing I want right now. I don't care about progress, which I have made some progress because I managed to do 15 incline press ups in a row. So there has been a tiny bit of progress. I don't really care about progress right now. My only goal is to stay consistent. I want to get into a habit of being consistent for at least a month. And then once I've got up with the consistency and I've been able to do 2 to 3 exercises a week, then I can start focusing on the reps and the repetitions and everything else. For now, I'm just trying to get back into the habit of exercising. So just to finish this vlog, I did want to, you're going to be squeaky this whole video, aren't you? As you can tell, I've got my girls down from upstairs. Yeah, I got you down from upstairs for some company. And they're probably going to squeak quite a lot, so I do apologise about that. But I did just want to cover the topic of social media quickly at the very end of this video. I have mentioned in the past that I was deleting or making private a lot of my social media, which I have now done for, I think I did it about a week and a half ago, officially, where I did start decluttering and really actually starting to delete some of my social medias. I deleted my TikTok. And I made my Instagram private recently to try and discourage me from going on it as much because, to be honest, with my Instagram I wasn't posting. And even with my TikTok, I'm really bad at making short form content in general, but I do find short form content like Reels and TikToks and even YouTube Shorts very, very, very addictive. And they're not good for my personal mental health because I'm constantly jumping between emotions. And I can get stuck in a doom scroll for up to 4 hours straight. It gets really bad sometimes. If I'm lucky, I can snap myself out of it within 20 minutes, but 9 times out of 10, I can waste a good half an hour just doom scrolling on those kind of apps. On top of that, on my Instagram, I was just seeing a lot of fitness motivation, which was great. It was actually really nice to see a lot of people around my size doing calisthenics. It was a really good place to find females doing calisthenics. However, I also saw a lot of negativity with it as well. I saw a lot of people getting very negative comments, a lot of hate comments, a lot of unnecessary, really unnecessary, derogatory comments. And that also made me feel bad, and in a way it actually made me scared to post anything at all. Even though I know that is one of the downsides of social media, is you can come to expect that kind of language in some situations, and there are people that use the argument of, well, you posted it to social media so you should have expected the backlash, and no, get off his monitor. But that's not the case. It's like social media for me stop making so many squeaky noises, you two. Social media for me Social media for me stopped being social a very, very long time ago. It became a place of marketing where I was just getting pushed with so many sponsored ads. I was going on Facebook and I could scroll through 40 posts before I actually saw a post from one of my friends or family that I actually follow. Everything else was sponsored, recommended, more sponsored, more adverts. I didn't know what anyone was up to anymore. I didn't know what anyone was doing. I didn't know what anyone was up to. And even with Instagram, I originally deleted my Instagram and then I had a few complaints of people that wanted to get in touch with me and wanted to message me, and Instagram was the only way they could really do it. I reactivated my Instagram and I did get to chat with a couple of nice people through the DMs. However, the majority of the messages that I was getting were from people making the most horrific comments on my body. I say horrific, I've seen worse, but basically people asking for paid private photos, people asking if they could touch me, a couple of people saying they wanted to rape me, a couple of people trying to work out my location and where I'd moved to so that they could come find me. And it got scary. I'll be honest, it got very scary. And I knew that majority of them were just internet trolls. Half of them don't even live in the same country as me. Stop squeaking. Stop squeaking. But that still doesn't make it okay. Just because you're on the internet and you're hiding behind an IP address and a screen does not give you the right to speak to people that way. It does not give you the right to criticize or comment on their body in a way that makes that person feel uncomfortable just because you're hidden behind a screen. It's not fair. It's not right. And this is the one of the downsides of social media and one of the dark sides of the internet in general, is it does give the opportunity for what I can only describe as trolls to actually voice their opinion and make people feel bad about themselves, or to make people feel scared to the point where they don't know who they can trust, they don't know who they can actually allow to see their content. And it's one of the reasons I'm staying on YouTube, because as rude as it sounds, people can't message me on YouTube. You can leave me comments and we can happily have a chat in the comments, but then it's public, so anything you write on there, everyone can see whether or not you're a good person or a bad person, so to speak. And you know what else? Since actually stopping social media about a week and a half ago, the first week was really difficult because it took a while to get out of that habit of just wanting to click on it, and I still have that urge every now and again to go on those apps. I've hid the apps from my home screen so I'm less likely to actually click on them and go on them and scroll on them. I hide YouTube shorts all the freaking time so that I don't watch them. And you know what? In this week and a half, I've already started to notice a big difference. My attention span is a lot better. I can watch, stop squeaking, I can watch long form videos again without having to actually stop and pause. I can just watch them all the way through, or enjoy them while doing a bit of crochet, or while eating my food, or while doing some exercise. I can put a vlog on in the background. I'm finding I have so much more time. Like today, for example, I've had so much more time. I did lose about an hour when I did get no, not my camera. When I did get distracted watching a video. Yes, you want to be center of attention all the time. This is not your video, this is my video. This video's for me. I've lost my train of thought now because the person distracted me. That was it. I have noticed I'm a lot more productive. I have a lot more energy as well. I don't feel so tired. Like, granted, I'm tired because of pregnancy and stuff, but I have more mental energy and mental capacity to deal with people, to deal with social interactions. And this is just after a week and a half. It's like, I can't wait to see what happens in a month's time, 2 months' time, 3 months' time, and see if it does actually have any major effects to my mental well-being and my productivity. Because today alone, I've got so much done today. Whereas usually I'd be doom scrolling for at least 2-3 hours on a Sunday. I've done loads of cleaning, I've done some gardening, I've done some training. I've been able to spend time with my girls, my parrots, and it's so much nicer just to actually feel connected. That's the only way I could describe it. I feel present, awake. I don't feel dazed. I'm not thinking about the future. I'm not thinking about the past. I'm not comparing myself to other people. I'm not drowning myself in this negativity, giving myself a negative headspace. I feel happy. I feel positive. I feel conscious. More than anything, I feel conscious. I feel connected to what's happening around me right now. Yeah, I do. Anyway, that's just how I wanted to end this week's video. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. and I will see you in the next one when hopefully we will be getting more calisthenics training done. And again, let me know in the comments if you prefer, or if you're starting to prefer this more vloggy style sort of content, or if you would prefer me to just stick to maybe calisthenics content and then me talking over the calisthenics content instead. So let me know in the comments below and I will see if I can adjust my videos as necessary. But until then, bye bye.